right, let's get it, y'all. So, Montreal Canadiens, Emil Heineman is out 3 to 4 weeks after getting hit by a car while walking in Salt Lake City. All right. Okay. And this was a day before playing at the Utah Hockey Club. The team announced Tuesday that the 23-year-old Swedish forward was out with an upper body injury after being involved in a pedestrian accident. The Canadiens face Utah on Tuesday night, which that game has now been played. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Salt Lake City police said in a news release sent to the AP that they received a 911 call around, I guess a 911 call, right? Around 3 p.m. Monday, and officers were dispatched to the scene near 200 East, 500 South, and checked the area but could not find the pedestrian or the passerby who reported the incident. Police said officers received info later in the evening from a nearby business, which said it had information likely associated with the crash. After learning of Heineman's identity, police said he did not show any signs of serious injuries and was being attended to by team doctors. It was not immediately clear what his injury was. So, kind of shady, right? Little bit shady. Let's go over here. Let me refresh this too. All right, let's play this.
Big story coming out of Salt Lake City today. A Montreal Canadiens star, Emil Heineman, was hit by a car while walking around in the city. This happened at about 3 o'clock yesterday near 200 East and 500 South. Now, the
200 East, 500 South on the roads. We'll keep that in mind. You know, it is the year 25. So we got that, right?
reports are that he will miss 3 to 4 weeks due to the injury. What we know so far is that, again, about 3 o'clock yesterday, he was walking in that area when he was hit by a car. The Montreal Canadiens star was injured because of that ahead of the team's game with the Utah Hockey Club. Now, when officers arrived on scene, they were unable to find the person that reported the crash or Heineman. It wasn't until later that evening when they were told by a nearby business that the person that was hit was the Canadiens player. So according to data that we...
And, before I get into the story, I'm not saying that pedestrian accidents don't happen. Okay? What I am saying is these stories, they kind of expose the number system in the language, right? And you're not just going to have like a trending story for no reason. It's going to go along with the patterns already with other stories that are out there. You understand? Right? Because if not, they just wouldn't speak on it. You know what I mean? It would just go under the radar. This hits the mainstream trending news on the Associated Press. You understand? Right in the sports section. All right.
We've been able to find from the Utah Department of Public Safety, 6 people, not including Heineman, have been injured at that intersection dating back to 2013.
So they say it's a
the
bad
crash is now under investigation
maybe.
by the Utah Highway Patrol.
6 since 2013. Does that sound like a lot? But watch when I show like these patterns and such.
Big story coming out.
Look, so this is in Utah before the game against the Utah Hockey Club, right? Hit by a car, this guy? Emil Heineman? First off, what position? Let's establish that what position does he play? Let's see. Let's go over here. So he is a left winger, okay? So he's a left winger. a forward, right? Okay, so back over here. So you see the reverse cipher. Z is 1, A is 26. Hit in Utah by a car. Utah equals 58, car equals 59. And this happens 58 days after his birthday, or a 59-day span, which is his birthday to Monday, January 13. You see that? Okay, right away we hit big. All right. And you see the November 16 birthday. Look, notice how Emil equals 24. Okay? He's in his 24th year of life. The Canadiens have won 24 championships. The team he plays for. National Hockey League 204 like 24. Hit by a car equals 42. The 24 reverse. His last name Heineman equals 42. And you also see the connections with his first and last name, 39 and 69 right there, okay? Because, like, you're born, and I may get a call during this too, so I may have to pause it on the fly, right? But that'll be okay because it'll be paused and it'll be like it never happened. But I do have my phone on over there, expecting an important call. So, what are the odds though? You're born year 0, you turn 1, but it's your second year of life. So 24th year of life, 24 championships for the Montreal Canadiens. First name equals 24, National Hockey League 204 like 24. Look how the Canadiens, going into this game against Utah, which is now over, we'll get into that, 42 games. You see that? 42 games played going into this Utah game when Heineman and hit by car equal 42, right? Look how walk equals 61 in the reverse cipher, and you see how it breaks down. And you see his 1116 birthday, November 16th, born on the 16th. So you get 16, hit while walking, and walk equals 61. Look how he has 51 on his jersey. Okay, and his last birthday had 51 date numerology and 15. This game before the Utah game, Utah Hockey Club 155, just Hockey Club 105. So you see all the ones and all the fives. They say he's out 3 to 4 weeks after getting hit by a car while walking in Salt Lake City. 3, 4. Canadiens equals 34. NHL equals 34. He was selected in the second round, 43rd overall by the Florida Panthers. You see that right there? And didn't the Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup championship? Who won last year's Stanley Cup championship? Florida Panthers. You see that right there? I guess something had to give. You see that right there? Okay, that was on the fly there. Okay, so what's going on with these numbers, right? You tell me. Again, I'm not saying that the stuff isn't happening. Like, really, I'm not there, okay? Oops, and there's the call. There's the call, so I will pause it. I'll be right back. Ah, the beauty of the screen recorder. Okay, so I'm back. Amazing, right? You get all these 34s here, 3 to 4 weeks after getting hit by a car. Canadiens 34, NHL 34, drafted 43rd overall by the current Stanley Cup champion. And of course, the Utah game that's already in the books, the 43rd game played by the Canadiens. Now we look at that score as it is in the books. Check it out. The Canadiens, they'd pick up the victory 5-3 over the Utah Hockey Club. And this player hit in Salt Lake City, Utah. Salt Lake City, Utah equals 53. Montreal equals 35, y'all. So you get the score synced up with the language, where the incident took place, the current team for the player. You see the 53 and 35. You see the 5-3 score, or you can say Utah lost 3-5 to the Canadiens. How about that? All right there in the language. And I told you these letters have these numerical values. What are the chances of this going down like this? You see that? What are the chances? Look at the 35 date numerology on his last birthday. Can't forget that. 35 date numerology on the 11/16 birthday. Look at that right there. Even look, Heineman is the first, in his first full NHL season, has 17 points in 41 games. Even his last birthday had 17 date numerology. Also 71, which is the 17 reflection. Okay, so just a nice, quick, easy breakdown for y'all. They say no apparent injuries. Okay, so I guess, that's a good thing. But what's going on with this number system and this language that we're given as we enter this world, y'all? And how does it all sync up with where the dude plays and in Utah right before the game against the Utah Hockey Club? How does it all hit like that? With his birthday, walking, getting hit by a car, 24 championships for his team, first name equals 24, all these, 24s in here, 42s. And that's probably one of the biggest hits right there. Utah 58, car 59, 58 days after his birthday, or a 59-day span, he gets hit by the car. So, who's the next opponent for the Canadiens? Let's look over here. Montreal Canadiens. Okay, there's the final right there. Let's see if we can, right here tomorrow in Dallas, to face the Dallas Stars. You see that right there? All right, and so they say out 3 to 4 weeks. Oh, I had one more thing too. There's one more thing right over here. Let's go back to the end. It's at the end here. Car equals 23. You see that? Car equals 23, and he is currently age 23. So that's just something a little extra at the end. Right there. I'll refresh this real quick. Do I have another? Oh, I just had that one video. Okay, that's okay. We already heard it. So, okay, y'all. So daily decodes 81-2. Dude gets hit by a car, all by the numbers. Okay, once again, these patterns, they're undeniable. These number connections with all of these dates, the birthday, the name, the team he plays against, he was going to play against, gets hit by the car. Okay, so Canadiens Emil Heineman is out 3 to 4 weeks after getting hit by a car while walking in Salt Lake City. Shout out to y'all. Daily Decodes 81.2. Until next time, peace.